I recently had an experience in which I failed. Okay, so to catch you up real quick, I auditioned for a televised singing competition. I chose a song that I've been singing for years, but the day before I decided to change it up and make it my own. It kind of just happened organically. I was singing it in the shower, as we do, and I was doing some different things with it, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of dig it. And it got me a callback, but this callback was for 3 days later, and it had all sorts of requirements. I'd have 3 or 4 songs prepared, all upbeat, all by different artists. They all had to be kind of in the same genre or style to showcase who I am as an artist. And there was a handful of artists that I just couldn't sing entirely. They were just off limits. I had to dress like I was going to a gig. You get the idea. So of course I was stressed out. And I was asking everybody to tell me what to do and how to do it. And I got a lot of opinions that were both helpful and confusing. In the end, I decided to do something that was a little bit outside my comfort zone, and probably the reason why I didn't further my chances in this audition process. But it was a risk that I wanted to take. So I created a very simple ukulele part and I accompanied myself. So let me give you an idea as to how this callback went. I stood up there with all of the confidence that I could muster, grabbed my ukulele, strummed that first chord, and it was wrong. So immediately, my brain was focused on my playing instead of my singing and my performing, which is what the whole competition is about. I was trying my best to recuperate from that very first terrible impression. So much so that I missed a vocal cue, which brings the melody down instead of letting it go back up. So when I got to the bridge, I was too high vocally, and I had to kind of create a melody on the spot in front of these people for the first time, and it was bad. That's not what they want to see from us. They want us to be perfect, packaged nicely, and clearly labeled, so that all they have to do is distribute the product. So she cut me off and she said, "Oh, thank you so much for coming in today, but it's going to be a no." And I thought, really? With that performance? What? Obviously, it was a new experience for me. My nerves took over. My brain was out of focus. My arrangement completely fell apart. And all I could do was smile through my failure. It turned out to be a great experience for me, one of many along my journey, because it reinforced in me the confidence to fail. I believe that success is built upon failures, multiple failures. But there was a moment on my way to the audition when I saw a movie theater on the side of the road, and I thought, who would ever know if I just pulled over, watched a double feature, and then told everybody, it was a no, they didn't want me this time. I mean, the chances were I was not going to make it past this next round of auditions anyway, and in this way, I wouldn't have to face that humiliating and frightening experience of rejection. I could just assume that that's what was going to happen and go do something unproductive. But it was at that moment that I realized how greatly my fear of failure, of rejection, of my own vulnerability, of this idea of perfection was distracting me from my own true potential. And no, I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that means. I stopped believing that you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it a long time ago, when it felt like everyone in my tiny little world was trying to beat that idea out of me. But at that moment, I decided it was time to believe in myself again. So I'm going to continue to do things that make me feel uncomfortable or scared because I want to fail boldly. I can't think of a better time to start my next venture, something that I've been thinking about doing, wanting to do, dreaming about doing, but haven't done because I've been so afraid. And that is starting my YouTube channel. The little voices in my head, my own insecurities, are continuously telling me that I'm nothing special. I have nothing new to offer. My playing is going to be awful. My singing is going to be off. My song choice is going to be subpar. I don't know how to record. I don't know how to edit. I'm not going to have a single view. I'm not going to be perfect. And in response, I'm going to do it anyway. So, if you're watching this, thank you. And I'm sorry that I'm not sorry for the mistakes that will absolutely occur. I'm hoping that this will make me a better me and in some small way enrich your life as well. So I've posted the videos of my audition pieces that I did those couple days prior to this audition, if you want to go watch those. And I will be posting every week, even if the video is horrendous, so you have that to look forward to.